So they should be dry now. And what you're going to want to do is flip it over and just take the backing off the other side of the foam tape. And you're just going to want to adhere this down like that. And just kind of shake off any excess. So there's your L. And then the other thing you want to do is, I'm going to use this great ribbon from the Tinseltown ribbons. It's this ribbon, this ribbon, this ribbon, and this ribbon. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these two ribbons, the off-white with the lace, it's a velvet off-white, and then the green lace, and I'm going to do every other one a length of this. So basically what I do is I just lay down the ribbon and then I trim it to be, you know, right about at the edge. Again, I'm sort of imperfect about it. So, and you're gonna do that. So you're gonna have 3 green lengths and you're gonna have 3 off-white lengths. And then I'm just gonna take a line of glue, and you can use tape runner too if you want. Just use a line of glue and glue this to the top. Again, this dries clear, so if it freaks you out that it's, I'll get that in a second, that it's white, don't worry, it dries clear. You can use Mod Podge too, just with a foam brush. Same thing, make sure you have the right side, and then just adhere that to the top. And you're going to do this on every other page for all 6 of your pages. Looks really pretty. So you're going to have 3 pages that look like this. It's going to be every other page, and they're going to look exactly the same. You're going to have the crystals at the top, you're going to have your letter below, and you're going to have your image in the center that's been trimmed, as well as a layer of lace trim. And then you're going to have 3 pages that are going to look just like this. They're going to have 3 pleats, they're going to have a trim at the top, they're going to have some crystals in the middle, they're going to have one of your circles, and they're also going to have your letter. So to make this second page, you're going to again make 2 of these pages. I'm sorry, so there's going to be 4 of these pages, and there's going to be 2 of these pages. So to make this page, you're going to go back to the pleats that you have, and you're going to have your banner pretty much lined out so that you know which papers go where. So you're going to want to choose paper that is not close to this paper, just so you have some opposite paper. So you don't want to choose your snowflake. You definitely don't want to choose this same paper, and you don't want to choose this paper because it's going to be right next to it. You'll use those 3 papers that you didn't choose on your other page toward the end. So you're just going to take 3 of your pleats and decide how you like it. I kind of like the pink in between the 2 greens, like this. And also you're going to pick a circle, any one that you like. We're only going to end up using 2 of our circles, but until you lay it out it's kind of hard to know which one. So that's why I cut out 6. Just put a bunch of glue at the bottom, and then I'm just going to go ahead and adhere my circle to the bottom. And then what you want to do when you're adding your letters, you just kind of want to line your banner up so that you can see the letters together. And the reason for this is because when you hold your banner up, you're going to want the letters to be even. And if they're even, it's easy to read. If they're kind of one letter's down here and one letter's up here, it's difficult to read. So you're going to want to add your O, which is now dry. Again, doing the same thing, just taking off the backing of the foam dot. And add your O at about the same height as your other words are. And then we're going to go ahead and use our pleats to complete this page. I'm going to start with this pleat, and basically right around the same height as the edge of my picture. I'm just going to add a line of glue I'm really just imperfect about this. I just kind of throw down a line of glue and then I hold down my paper for a few seconds and it's going to stick to the paper really quickly. It dries pretty fast. And I just kind of rip the edge off and I'll go back and cut it when I'm all done. Like that. And the nice thing about working with wet glue is it kind of gets tacky really fast, so it'll stick down so you can see what you're doing, but then you can still move it so that you can see that it's rather even. And I'm going to start with my second layer, and I want to make sure that my folds are going the same way. And I just kind of work some glue on top of all of this, and I am sloppy with it because it's going to dry clear. And then I just work each pleat into the next pleat. And I just do that all the way to the end. And if your pleats don't work out like that, don't worry about it. You're just layering. And you can see I have some on the edge, but that's okay because I'm going to go ahead and cut that. So you just kind of want to layer, and I just rip with my finger, tear it. I like that kind of shabby torn look. And then for this last pleat line, what I'm going to do, same thing, I'm going to add the pleats on top of the pleats, but then I'm also going to add a line of glue down here so that my whole set of pleats stays glued to the paper. And again, I'm just going to kind of work in the pleats, and if they don't work out, it's okay. Kind of get those in there like that. And then just kind of hold it down for a couple minutes, or a couple seconds actually. It doesn't take very long for this to dry. You just kind of want to hold it down so that your entire row, you want your entire row, if you can see that, to be glued down to the page instead of popping up off the page. So you just kind of glue it down like that. It only takes a few seconds for it to be tacky enough to do that. It's not dry though, so you don't really want to be moving it too much. You just want it to be tacky enough that you can lift your finger off of it and move away. And then the thing that I do is I'll trim up some of my edge here.